All right, we're here. Microphone and all of that. So, I wanted to talk about my therapy session today, which was on sexual trauma, if you don't mind. So, it was interesting. My therapist said, because I told her a story about um, when I was younger, and she mentioned that trauma disassociating and that trauma can make you forget things and block out memories because your brain's like, no, I don't want to remember that. And she's like asking me if there's anything that I might have patchy memories of, or not being able to tell if it was like a real thing that happened or if it was a dream. And I have I had a couple. One was violent. One was like my dad beating my ass when I was or like just hitting me once when I feel like three or something. And it's like a vague memory that I can't tell, like, was this real or was it a dream or whatever. And the other one is a sexual one, which involves my father, not in that way. But basically, I saw porn when I was like 2 years old or three, something like that, a toddler. And the more I put my story together, I realized like, yo, my dad was 20 years old when he had me. Like he was a young boy, like when he had me. And he was doing 20-year-old shit. So it's like, and I knew from like day one that I was a ninja. In my head, like I'm a ninja. So I snuck out the room and I remember crawling down this hallway, looking around the couch and looking at the TV and saying to myself, like, I'm not supposed to see this. Like I don't remember many things as like a toddler, but I never forget that. I never forget seeing this thing on the screen. It's just like something going inside something real, a lot of hair, you know what I mean? It was like old school vintage 70s porn. And I just remember saying like, I'm not supposed to see this. And and I just went back to my room and she was like, this is very interesting. Like, I've never brought it up in therapy. And it's funny because it's like, I literally won an award for just making fun of it. It's an old 2014 UMA award, Underground Music Award in New York, BB King's. People like Nicki Minaj won one and a bunch of other rappers or whatever. But, it's old, 7 years now. But that song, the award I won was for video of the year for this song called "Perverted Since '83," and it's like I made fun of like the hook was, I think I saw my first porn when I was born. Yup, perverted since '83, and it was just like a comedic song, and I'm good at that. Like I like making fun of it because I love sex, and the whole point I bring this up is like sexual trauma, right? Because now I'm dating someone that I like a lot. I see a lot of potential. Who knows what's gonna happen? Who this video is still gonna be up, and we don't know what the future is gonna hold. So it is what it is. It's just like, but right now in this moment, it's good. And it's like she's someone that's definitely more of my speed, sexually, just mentally, all that other good stuff. But more so, we talking about sex, right? And it's just like she's definitely like more my speed, but um I mentioned to her early from jump, I'm like, I'm very open to polygamy and just like I'm pretty sexual. And I'm not that. I also think so. Sexual trauma, right? I think that there's nothing wrong with sex. And like, I love sex. And I think black people as a whole, like, we demonize it and judge us and like make it bad because of religion and all this stuff, it's programmed in our head. But I don't agree to that. But I do believe that not having sexual discipline can cause a lot of issues in your life as a man. Like discipline is the difference. So it's like I enjoy sex and I love it, and I do enjoy multiple loves, and I've had short experiences with just multiple women, and I loved it, because of the amount of love, and for the sexual reasons also. But um so it's that weird place with me where it's just like I just fully disclosed. So fast forward, I saw porn when I was like 2 or 3. And then I tried to have sex when I was like 5 or 6, and she's just like, this is not normal. And she was like, first of all, like if child services found out that like I saw porn because of my parents' negligence, like I would have got taken away. I mean, there were probably a few things that I could have got taken away for, but whatever. Um, you know, and she said this is not normal, and as much as like uh I try to downplay it or make fun of it. Me seeing a porn when I was a toddler from my own doing. It's negligence. And then trying to have sex when I was 5 and 6, and my stuff didn't work. you know, um, it's not a normal sexual upbringing, which I guess explains that, along with just like no one was ever really married in my family. Growing up, I didn't witness a lot of couples and successful stuff like that. So that, along with those two things, may be the reason why I am the way I am. I'm sure it is. So my opinion, I want your opinion too, what y'all think about sex and sexual discipline and whatnot. For me, I think sex is fun. I think it's beautiful with the right people. And I think discipline is important. And for me, I could have really been hypersexual growing up because of my upbringing or whatever. And the negligent part of it is the part that's like, it's not good. Like a child being neglected, that's the negative part. But me growing up fast and the sex stuff, it's fun for me. Never had a STD. And I'm still careful. I'm still careful and pretty cautious with like who I choose most of the time. And so far so good. So for me, again, sex is fun, it's beautiful, but it needs discipline and maturity. So that's my full disclosure. This is all based off of literally today's therapy session with my therapist that I fucks with heavy. You know what I mean? If you don't have a therapist, I suggest you get one. And yeah, I'm about to go off with my day. Peace.